For more eminent stock investor portfolios, please subscribe to the channel below by clicking on the subscribe button and register for the notifications by clicking on the bell button. None of the stocks discussed here should be considered as stock recommendations. Please consult your financial advisor prior to acting on any of the information presented herewith. Dolly Khanna's portfolio is one of the most widely followed stock portfolios in India. The portfolio is actually managed by her husband Rajeev Khanna. Here we present 10 mid-cap gems from our portfolio. Now the first stock that we would like to talk about is essentially Noel Sell Limited, which is engaged in the manufacturing and trading of rubber chemicals. If you look at the 1-year price chart of the stock, it's essentially been on a continuous uptrend, and the 1-month return is close to 0.85% and 1-year return is 123.84%. Now if you look at the valuation for the company, the price earning ratio is close to 19.41, which still leaves some scope for appreciation. The second stock that we would like to talk about is Coven Limited, which is engaged in the manufacturing and retailing of plastic products. Now the 1-year price chart shows that for the initial part of the year it was on a gradual uptrend, but then towards the later half of the year it's been on a continuous decline. The 1-year return is close to 26.82% and the price earnings ratio is at 19.24. The dividend yield for the company stands at 0.44%. The third stock on our list is Trident Limited. Now if you were to look at the 1-year price chart, you would see that the stock has been on a continuous upward run, and over the last 1 week it has again appreciated close to 10%. Now the 1-month return for it stands at 15.16%, whereas the 1-year return is close to 91%. Now the price earnings ratio for the company is at 14.98, whereas the dividend yield is at 1.51%. Gujarat Narmada Valley Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited, also called GNFC, is involved in the business of manufacturing and selling fertilizers under the brand name Narmada. If you were to look at the 1-year price chart, it has been on a continuous uptrend with a 1-month return of close to 1.26% and the 1-year return of 94.72%. The price earnings ratio for this company is 8.84, which is okay for a fertilizer company. The dividend yield is at 1.66. Tata Metallics Limited, which is the 5th company on our list, is engaged in the business of manufacturing foundry grade pig iron. Now for the first half of the year it was literally range bound, but then it had appreciated in value. Now if we were to look at the 1-month price return, it's close to 0.93% and the 1-year return is close to 42.22%. The price earnings ratio of the company is at 14.19 and the dividend yield is at a level of 0.38%. Thirumalai Chemicals is involved in the manufacturing and selling of chemicals used in the industries such as pharma, agriculture, etc. If you were to look at the 1-year price chart, you would see that this is another multi-bagger for Dolly Khanna. Now the 1-year return of the stock is at 211% and the price earnings ratio is pretty cheap at 17.97. The dividend yield for the company is at 1.51%. The 7th company on our list is Sterling Tools Limited, which is engaged in the manufacturing and marketing of high tensile fasteners. Now if you were to look at the 1-year price chart, you would see that towards the later half of the year it's been undergoing some consolidation after being on a general uptrend for the entire part of the year. The 1-year price return is close to 59% and the price earnings ratio is at 20.19 levels. The dividend yield for the company is currently 0 because it does not pay any dividend. MK Global Limited is the 8th company on our list and is engaged in providing financial services and solutions. The 1-year chart of the company shows a continuous uptrend with a 1-month return at 42.07% and a 1-year return at 255.70%. The 52-week high for the company stands at 240 with the 52-week low at 49.80. The price earnings ratio for the company is at 48.20, which appears stressed. Rain Industries Limited is engaged in the business of manufacturing and selling of carbon products, chemicals and cement. This stock too has been a gradual performer with close to 209% returns for the entire year. The price earnings ratio of the company is at 16.46 and the dividend yield is close to 0.70. What is important to note here is that other influential investors like Mohanish Pabrai also hold a substantial chunk of Rain Industries Limited. So the last pick on our list is essentially LT Foods Limited, which is into the manufacturing of rice-based products. So most of us would be acquainted with the name Dawat, which is like a trademark for this particular company. If you see, the stock has been on a continuous upward run for the entire year, and the one-year return for it stands at 119.44%. The price earning ratio is at 14.58. So friends, this concludes our list of top 10 mid-cap picks from Dolly Khanna's portfolio. Stay tuned for our next video on the gems from Porinjo Veliat's stock portfolio. Friends, thanks for watching, and we will see you soon with another video.